Just go blank instead of being taken
This is a chassis company.
Is it?
Yes, people, welcome back to Let's Talk. The first XI. I did a fucking preview on my show for our goal, believe it or not. But no, we are back on the first XI. I'll get right in a second. But we've just been having a little chat. Obviously, these two are a little upset. I'm fucking buzzing. So unlucky to the rest of you because I'm going to be fucking intolerable. Kids, it's going to be beautiful.
I know I'm going to get murdered today.
Oh yeah,
Same here. Same here.
Murdered.
Oh yes, you are, and you damn well know it. But no, it's been an interesting week since we first met. Well, since we last met, obviously last Thursday. Obviously, we had the incident in Plymouth. Obviously, all our thoughts and prayers go out to all the families and all of that have suffered, and the whole city that have sort of come together through these difficult times. And I also want to give a shout out especially to Plymouth Argyle, because in such an emotional weekend, it was always going to be emotional first game back at home park, to add in the incident that happened. I think Ryan Lowe, the boys, the fans, everyone associated with Argyle, take your hats off. I take my hat off to you because you're absolutely brilliant. Also, I want to give a sort of thank you to Gillingham. And is it Steve Evans? Yeah, Steve Evans.
Steve Evans, yeah.
Now, yes, you can say a lot about Steve Evans' type of football because it is like terrorist football, for fuck's sake. It's some of the most butt-ugly football, and I swear he is Wickham in disguise. But what he did in that video, he did a short clip.
That video. Yeah.
That was really classy. So obviously, I thank Steve for that. And I thought it was absolutely brilliant. Obviously, he held up that T-shirt as well. Saying Plymouth together, so massively appreciated there. Quickly on Argyle, Niall Ennis is out for about 12 weeks, we think. Fuck knows how. I don't know how that's happened. When a lad comes off the pitch pre-warm-up, like in the warm-up, because he's got a tightness in his hamstring, I don't know how that has turned out to be a 12-week absence.
That escalated so quickly.
But clearly, Ryan Lowe has not put a time figure on it. He said it could be 6, it could be 12 weeks. So I'm just assuming the worst, which actually now means Argyle are even more desperate for a striker because we also lose Luke Jepcott for international duty at the start of fucking September. Thank you, Wales. Do go fuck yourselves with a spanner. And I hope it hurts because that will leave us with Ryan Hardy and Rhys Shirley. Now, Rhys Shirley is an 18-year-old academy kid who hasn't even graduated yet. So, things are looking diabolical up forward. At this rate, we're going to end up playing Danny May or bloody Ryan Broom up front alongside Hardy, which should be an interesting thought. Or Conor Grant will go there because, he's very versatile, this Conor Grant lad. So you never know. He might end up making his way up front at some point. Let's just hope we don't get an injury at right back or we truly are screwed. As Bolton's out till I think October or something. So a few injuries, but we have got money available to get some targets. I know Doncaster do not.
I knew that was a dig horse, for fuck's sake.
It was. We also have a great manager. Doncaster do not, and we already have a song for Ryan Broom. We got him on loan about a week and a half ago.
So don't need lyric sheets either.
Yeah, they don't need any sheets either.
We don't need lyric sheets. We have a green army in the Devonport end that come up with a song just like that for Brummy, which we love to see. This is embarrassing. Obviously, Doncaster didn't quite get their singing sheets for Saturday's game because I heard it was as quiet as a freaking library, or such as the scoreline suggests. But Aaron, have you got any news before we get into what we're going to talk about, which is going to be your absolute pasting from me?
Yeah, I knew that was coming today. Look, it's obviously been a bit of a torrid time at the club. We are 23rd in the league, which I find The only reason we're 23rd is because we are first alphabetically compared to Shrewsbury. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. But we knew it was going to take time to gel together, but fuck me, did we not show up in the last 20 minutes of that Sheffield Wednesday match. But no, in terms of news, no real fresh injury concerns ahead of tomorrow's game with who are they exactly? We know
I would not be sitting there chatting shit about Accrington Stanley if I were you.
No.
Trust me.
They're a bogey team. They're a bogey team. I'm not going to miss them all.
Yeah, wins in a row for them as well. So don't they beat Rotherham?
They've been decent. They've been decent. They beat Cambridge, who Plymouth are facing tomorrow.
I was just about to say they got John Coleman, and the last time I disrespected Accrington, Derek Adams lost 5-0. So I wouldn't do that from previous experience, unless you want Thursday's stream to be equally as brutal as this one.
The only hope we've got for that game is fucking Dahlberg and goal. But in terms of news, we know that Carl Noyle has got a slight groin injury, but he should be available to play according to the manager, which is great. We knew that Rowe had a touch and go ahead of Sheffield Wednesday, but he was fit to start.
Slight groin injury, but you're going to play him. Well, there's another injury on its way then.
Well, to be fair, Tommy Rowe was touch and go for Sheffield Wednesday the day before, and then on the day ended up starting and playing 90 minutes. So
there's another injury coming your way as well. Don't worry about it.
To be fair, Rowe actually didn't play like he was injured. He was actually quite good. But in terms of other news, no other fresh injury concerns, which is obviously what we want. In terms of transfer news, we're in the same place we were. We can bring in 2 loans before the end of the window, but in order to bring in a well-renowned League One striker, we don't know who that is. I've heard a few names mentioned. Fans want John Marquise back. Other Rovers fans have seen other strikers, experienced strikers from different clubs. But the only way we can push the button on that deal is if either the board put more funds in or we move players on to create the funds to push forward this deal and push the button. So on that front, it's
neither are likely, and you're not going to go get it.
Exactly. So unfortunately, we have to rely on 2 loans to push our loan count to 6, which is what we weren't going to do at the start of the season. But unfortunately, COVID and injuries have pushed us over the edge.
Darren? You Darren Moore in disguise? Yeah. Richie Wellens is just a B-Tech Darren Moore, mate.
Pretty much.
To be honest, apart from everything else that's happened this season, which has been
that might be offensive to BT.
The only thing that's been positive about this season is Wellens' open, honest press conferences, not hiding anything, and just he's basically now at the moment begging and pleading. At the moment, he's at the stage where he's begging and pleading in press conferences openly for signings, and I don't know if the board are listening. But it's not looking good right now.
Your club is embarrassing.
We are not looking good at all, and I'm hoping we can turn it around before the end of the season. The final thing I've got to know, and this is something that's been going on for the last 48 hours now, and that is the growing increase in fans' concern for the running of the football club and how the board runs the football club.
I'm not concerned at all about how Doncaster.
Oh no, no rivals aren't concerned at all.
No, I think they're doing a fantastic job. To be honest with you, I think long live the board at Doncaster is all I say.
But honestly, like being open and honest, there is official reports that confirm this, that the board are worth £400 million, and yet we can't put funds into the club. It's a bit interesting to think about.
To be fair, it's not really their job. I mean, most clubs are run self-sufficiently nowadays, or at least they're meant to. If not, if you'd like to get into financial difficulty, you could do that. You could always chat shit about your owners not putting money in, but that's not their responsibility.
That's the overall. That's what the fans think. The growing opinion of some fans in the fan base is that we somehow can't put funds in, yet the board's worth 400 million. What I would say is, and this is interesting, and this is what a couple of fans have said now. Apparently, according to fans, our only hope is that we get some sort of takeover. However, and I've got to stress this enough, it's not as simple like other clubs as just taking over a football club. If someone takes over Doncaster, they're taking over the entire of Club Doncaster, which is Doncaster Rovers, Doncaster Rovers Bells, Doncaster Knights Rugby Club, the Club Doncaster College, and all the facilities around that. They're taking over the entire club Doncaster if they're putting funds in. So if we're expecting a takeover, it'd have to be someone not with millions and hundreds of millions. It'd have to be someone with billions to take over Club Doncaster. It's got to be someone really rare, really special that loves football just as much as we fans do. But it's got to be someone with billions to take over the entire Club Doncaster.
Would you also like the transfer embargo that goes with that?
That's the thing.
Yeah, but
don't forget the minute there's talks of a takeover, you get put straight into a transfer embargo, and that's non-negotiable.
Exactly.
Yeah, but the other thing you got to think, right, as well, is that a lot of clubs in League One, League Two, even the Championship, it's going to be a struggle anyway, because we just had 18 months with no fans, no
and
funds
the Super League's
whatsoever.
Been back on now.
Yeah.
How is it?
It's all about, doing it right. I know it might be, a struggle for Donny and a lot of clubs, and it will be. Even us. I know, we signed a lot of players, but all of them were on a free. We haven't spent money, so
My message to the fans would be just calm down. We're only 2 games in. Let's see what happens. If we're bottom 2 or 3 by Christmas, then start to worry quite a bit. Then we start asking for more in January. If we don't get the backing in January and we do end up either in the bottom 4 or just outside the bottom 4, then you start questioning the board. Why didn't we put the funds in January to get the signings, the quality of signings?
Hold on. Have you not listened to a word Charlie has said? Or have you just ignored everything he's just said? No funds can be made available if there's not funds there. If you as a club and you say...
That's what I mean. There's a mystery behind why you've said,
well, no, there is no mystery. We've had 18 months of no fans.
No money.
There's your mystery solved, mate. I don't want to be harsh, but mystery solved. I found where the missing money is. It's the 18...
I'm just saying what those
struggling.
I'm just saying what those group of fans are saying. That's
okay. I'm not directing it at you then. I'm directing it at them more ones then. The reason there's no money is because, hello, Captain Dickheads, you've had no fans for 18 months.
Exactly.
The same as the rest of us.
The board have been transferring debts into shares to keep the club going. I love that board to bits, but
exactly. And my chairman did the same. Not that we were in debt. He just invested more money in for shares because he was like, well, this is how much I think we're going to need for the COVID period. We'll chuck it in. But we were also really smart, and we had Sunday roast for COVID secure. We were open for basically business, and we're thinking of different ways of doing it. So you just got to think out your box, which is why Ryan Lowe is saying that there's funds available, because we are thinking outside the box. That's what I will say. There is no real mystery on why you have no money. The mystery.
I know there's no mystery. It's just fans think there's some kind of mystery behind it. My summary message to fans is: do not panic until we are actually in a dangerous position. And to be fair, think of it this way: if there's a growing increase of fans saying, "Oh, the board have got no funds for some reason, they must be keeping it board out," even though we know it's not a mystery. If the chairman walks because of the pressure from the fans, and we get worse and worse in terms of financially, in terms of no one giving an interest in us, if we're in a situation like Bury and Bolton, I'm going to be like to those fans, are you happy now? Do you like where we're going now? Because it's your pressure that may have put our chairman out.
If you end up in the National League and Torquay get back to a football league, I'm going to be brutal. I'll be happy for Torquay. I love little old Torquay, and it'll be even better if they were in League Two, because they're sort of like our feeder club. So we would get higher quality games for our loanees to go out and play. So
100%.
You know what?
Well, but finally, my message to fans is: don't panic. Just let the season flow as it flows. But obviously, in terms of results, it is starting to cause a bit of trouble.
You are going down. So you are going down.
There's us though. Like once I get into God, like
but okay, Charlie. But I know my club's probably at worst mid-table this year. So looking at the grand scheme of things, I can be quite happy because even if we just get mid-table, I'd like another league and another season in League One. A bit of a season of a fairly full home park which means more money in the summer for Ryan, which means that we get better players and we continue going up. It's beautiful.
But overall, I could see why the media could be, and people in the media, and even a couple of Doncaster journalists have said it already. It is starting to look concerning on the pitch. The fact that 2-3 years ago we were, near the playoffs, even on the first season under Darren Moore, and now for the past 2 seasons, it's been so quick of a downward spiral already. It does start to look concerning. But on the other hand, let's just see what happens, because Shrewsbury can end up finishing mid-table, even though they're bottom now. Burton were bottom at Christmas, and now they were up into mid-table.
Shrewsbury are down, mate. They've just been relegated, mate. As have Doncaster.
Well, let's just see what happens. But my message to fans is: do not panic. It is not over after 2 fucking games.
And my message to your fans is: my message to your fans: do panic. You have Richie Wellens. Fuck me. Panic for your lives. Panic for your League One status because you're going down.
Wellens wants long-term home, and he's usually known for short-term stays. He wants a long-term home.
Wellens also going to take his own back down to League Two. Beautiful moment. Liam says, "Who's second from bottom? Second from bottom of the league could never be Donny. Oh wait, it is, and it's Rovers.
Us and Donny. Yeah, we're both like." There's Aaron getting angry, mate. Our fans, even us, we're second bottom, can't even create a chance against Stevenage, looking bad. There's loads of people now, even more people, Rovers fans, wanting Barton out. But that's the thing, even Aaron saying to fans, even me, even I was pissed off after Saturday, but even us, there's loads of Rovers fans wanting, Barton sacked. But then, we can't keep doing it. We've had 5 managers, or if you count assistants or, caretakers in the last year and a half, and people want another manager sacked. With us, it's even more of a rebuild process than Donny, because we've let go of 15 players. We brought in 15 players. And even, with the other situation.
Can I offer you some hope, Charlie? Can I offer you some hope? Right? I can't offer Donny James any hope because his team's fucked, but I can offer you hope. You're in League Two, right? The quality of League Two is absolutely fucking diabolical. Even when I was last in League Two with our goal, fuck me, that was diabolical. We
walked League Two until we bottled the title on the last day against the Hartlepool.
You did, but at the end of the day, I can offer you hope, because last time we were in League Two, neither of you were in there, so I have actually got the freshest memory of League Two. All I will say is you can start really shit from now until October, get into a bit of flow by November, December time, go on great run, you still get promoted. Don't worry about it.
I mean, to be fair, that's the
thing though with Rovers. We've also got the other situation about Barton's trial.
You do, but also
because that's in December, right?
Think of that as a positive though, because if he does go down, you have to get a new manager. New manager bounce, mate. You're getting promoted.
Yeah, but it's not as simple. It's not as simple with that, because God knows if it does keep going bad. Because even Barton was like, it might take us till October, because I know we've got all the other situations with players injured, and Collins and Finley. Finley started the game, but hopefully, with the other situations, Westbrook. That's another one. Westbrook, was meant to be this big midfielder signing for us. I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up with Donny or something, because he just ain't suited. He ain't suited Rovers.
We've got Ethan Galbraith. We don't need another centre midfield. Especially with Matt Smith coming back.
I don't know, but yeah, let's hope we can do better on flipping Tuesday.
You were saying about managers,
Oldham. We got Oldham at home, and they're shit, so we need a win. Put it that way.
Yeah. I mean, you were saying about managers. Wellens our 7th manager in 8 years, and this is when the chairman took over, David Blunt, and the new sort of regime of the board took over in 2014. 7th manager in 8 years. It's quite embarrassing.
We've had loads. We've had 5 or 6, or maybe.
Yeah, we've had 3. We had Sheridan. That was towards the back end of Sheridan's reign, because I think he may have left in 2014 or 15.
Mate, them comments from Indiana, he is taking the piss.
And then you had Ryan Lowe come in. So we've only had 3. Also, big up to Chris as a very honest Exeter City fan. We're a very small club, Finnish club, 100%. How is Wellens ball, Aaron? It's amazing. You can't get
in there.
Yeah, you're really not. He also says, Aaron, ESL isn't back on. We are joining ECA, meaning it's harder for us to start one.
Well, you might have joined the ECA, but I have seen official statements.
Yeah. Aaron, trust me. If they've joined the ESA, ECA, and with what the Premier League put in, these bastards ain't starting nothing. They're starting about.
I replied to someone on Twitter that said this, and I said, "What if the ECA are another authority that is secretly behind this?" Because that's
they're not. They're not because the ECA are basically run by UEFA. And there is
we could be in for this if they've got more money.
Hold on, how are UEFA going to be?
Anyway, it doesn't even matter because Aaron thinks Donny are getting to the Premier League soon, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, shout out to Robbie Savage and Chris Sutton for that chat yesterday. It was really nice.
But yeah, the Super League is not happening. I think most of all League One, League Two club signings been on free transfers or loans.
Exactly.
Actually, that's complete bullshit because we paid for Now Ennis in the middle of a COVID season, which was even better. I was like, how the fuck have they found money for this?
Yeah, but look at Ipswich as well. They've been bad. Like they spent money on players.
I'm just guessing Simon Allett sells his body for sex. To be brutally honest, we're going down the Rovers
to do the fuckers over. Of course, he would say that when he don't even watch. He's not even a City fan.
He might be saying your Rovers. He might not be saying mine.
Yeah,
Bolton started League 2 awful this season. Went up. That's true. True, Chris. But Rovers are another level of broken pub team.
Which one?
Big up to Wolf. Big up to
both of us.
Both of you. Also, big up to Rachel. Rachel's going to love it.
Well, yeah.
I'm in a fantastic mood. These two are a little bit grumpy. I don't know why.
Maybe because of the second bottom of our respect.
Yeah, maybe. Talking about that, let's have a little look at some. Let's have a little look at some results. I know this will cheer you right up, guys.
No, it fucking won't.
It absolutely will, because the first game we're get a look at is this one. Yes, boys.
Yes.
Let's talk about this. It finished Sheffield United, and may I say that again? Sheffield Wednesday. It finished Darren Moore's Sheffield Wednesday. Obviously, Darren Moore. 2, Doncaster Rovers, Richie Wellens, 0-0. Aaron, how happy are you with this result? I mean, it's a fantastic result for Richie Wellens. It just sort of shows how shit he really is as a manager and how shit your club is.
You know what the embarrassing thing is? For about 50 to 55
This isn't embarrassing enough. That's not embarrassing enough.
No. For about 50 to 55 minutes of this match, we were the better side, but couldn't finish our chances. And then Sheffield Wednesday are on top of us, and we get
look at that from Indiana. Look at him.
Wolf is saying put Doncaster Rovers in the bin. And Doncaster Rovers. Do you know what?
I love that.
Doncaster Rovers it is. So, Aaron, how good were Doncaster Rovers this weekend?
Like I said, the first 50 to 55 minutes, we were the better team. But then, for some reason, we just lose our concentration. Bannon scores a screamer. Then the second goal gets tapped in. Keeper's mistake in the first place. And then we get a penalty.
Hold up. No.
Yeah, Connor Stelberg.
Did you just say goalkeeper's fault?
Apart from the second goal, it was part of the
I thought he was absolutely fucking world class. You may continue.
But then we get a penalty. Yes, that's brilliant. We got a penalty. It was a handball, perfect to get us way back in the game. Who steps up? Omar Bogle. Okay, not my first choice, but let's see if he gets his confidence back in terms of scoring. What's he do? He misses the fucker. So
did he at least get on top?
What about the Turkish wonder kid from Watford?
Yeah,
How was he?
He was so isolated. He didn't get any support again, which didn't allow him to be creative up front.
I swear,
we take our chances.
I swear, a couple of us said that he may get isolated in the.
But his best chance was actually one that he scraped just over the bar. He stuck his leg out and stretched it just over the bar. So that was his best chance. And like I said, again, there was just no final third. There was no attacking support. It's so clear with Wellings pleading and begging in the media to the board to get signings through the door. It's so clear we need a new striker and a new winger. We need new players. We need new signings. And it's so clear we need to do that. And if we haven't got the funds to bring in this well-renowned League One striker and push the button on the deal, then, is push the button now the new phrase to replace Darren Moore's get it over the line from last season? I don't know. But if we can't get the funds to push the striker over the line, all we can do is bring in 2 more loans, which takes us to 6. And we said at the beginning of the summer we're going to go above 5, which is unfortunately
like Indiana said, right? Indiana said excuses FC, and I'm just glad I got my score prediction right. I said 2-0. And yeah.
I said 2-0, but just the opposite way. Fuck off. And then
both of us.
Yeah, for those of you who are not watching the screen and just listening to this show, it says Rovers counselling session, for fuck's sake. And yeah,
I don't know which Argyle little fucker put that there, but I can only assume that assume he's in a happy mood.
But you know what? I'll give my credit to Sheffield Wednesday. They put in a decent shift and they made us work hard. And at the end, we just ran out of gas. At the end. Can you
give credit to Darren Moore, please?
Darren Moore, tactical masterclass, just made us work.
Yes, love it.
Hang on.
There you go.
I will say why I'm giving him credit.
End the stream now. It's over. The world is ending.
Hang on. I'll tell you why I'm giving him credit for this match. I don't usually do that. He made us work for 60 minutes, and then when we ran out of gas, he took advantage with the quality of their chances, with the chance that they had. Tactical masterclass from Darren Moore. We deserve that defeat, but there's positives we can take from it and hopefully try and get some kind of result against the bogey team Accrington Stanley on Tuesday.
Hey, there's no positives when you lose 2-0 in a derby game.
The season. But I've just got a bad feeling we're going to lose tomorrow again. That'll be
I have a feeling. It's not a bad feeling though. It's a good feeling that you'll lose.
Good feeling for you maybe, but not for us when we're bottom of the fucking.
Is Louis Tomlinson playing next match? I mean, you're looking for signings, right? Well, hold on. Why are you being so dismissive?
Sign him up.
Why are you being so dismissive?
Because Louis Tomlinson is not a player. We want him to be part of. I think he was part of a failed takeover of the club back in 2014.
But Aaron,
he's got millions available.
Think of it realistically. You're struggling to fill teams because your players are not there, or what? Louis Tomlinson, I believe he's played football maybe at a charity event before, which is somewhat.
He was on a non-playing contract, like a celebrity contract.
Well, that'll work perfectly for you because you're basically like a non-playing football club.
And once again, we named 6 subs on the bench instead of 7, which was quite embarrassing.
Exactly.
But again,
Louis Tomlinson can fill that 7th spot. Why are you being so dismissive? Unbelievable.
The thing that I'm quite upset about with the club at the minute is the fact that we are loaning out young players like your Ravenhills, your Blythes, your Hassanis, but yet we haven't got the promise of bringing people in at the same time. If we were going to loan people out, we had the confidence we were going to bring someone in. We loan people out, we haven't brought anyone in yet, which is quite concerning. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens tomorrow against Accrington. But in terms of this result, there's positives we can take when we were 0-0. But when we lost 2-0, we just completely lost our game. We lost our confidence, and we can't fucking score.
John Coleman.
Yeah, they're on good form as well. Good form. Yeah, 2 wins in a row.
John Coleman is going to rip your testicles off.
I hope we don't. I hope we don't collapse like we did against Burton last season in the reverse fixture.
Excuses, FC.
Plus, they got 2 of the best strikers in the league as well. They managed to keep them.
I do not want what we had at Accrington's ground last season, where the goalkeeper saves a free kick, drops the ball, bounces off his knee, goes to get it, fouls a player, gives away a penalty. I don't want to repeat.
I can see that happening, mate. Connor Stelberg, he's already made 2 mistakes for you.
That was an Ellery Balcom moment. I am praying this is not a
if you calm your horses down, we've got previews for them games in a minute. So shh. We've got them coming up.
Well done, Sheffield Wednesday.
Well, they're a bigger club than you. Niall kills me. I kill everyone, apparently. I'm in a really good mood. Excuses. Captain Nat says, wow. Evening all. Evening, Captain. Now, did you see the video I sent you yesterday? I did. It was of someone missing a penalty against Charlton in some playoff game. I think Aaron may know what it is.
Super John Marquis, who is not going back to Donny.
He scored for Portsmouth, didn't he? It's Crew.
Yeah, he's on fire, mate.
Remember to smash that like button. Absolutely. Yeah. This is brilliant.
Yeah, don't forget to share the stream as well if you're watching.
Exactly. If you're especially if you want to see Aaron lose his shit, it's absolutely beautiful.
Especially if you want to see Aaron region.
This is absolutely great. I've never been so happy in my life. Zidane is known as the French Bannon. I'm not sure
what. There you go, mate.
There you go.
Yeah, Barry Bannon was another fucking level on that game. Absolutely fan of the match from me.
It's crazy how he's playing in League One. Like any top championship team could take him.
If I was the likes of Luton and QPR and teams that are fighting at the top of the table, I'd be getting that guy as a veteran midfielder.
Aaron doesn't need a chill pill. He needs to get laid. So
I need fucking live therapy.
Well, welcome to your counselling session. Aaron, Indiana's laughing his head off. I assume Aaron's not happy. I would assume we're gonna try and work it. We're gonna try and work it out by the end of it. And we're gonna try and give him as much counselling as we possibly can.
No. I mean, you don't assume I was unhappy. You thought I was fucking loving life.
Mate, why don't you go and support your Premier League team, Man United?
This is killing the fuck out of me.
Yeah. Well, blame your club. On to better news, though, boys. On to better news, and we'll talk about this one. Well, and actually, I want to just remove the banner quickly because whilst this is a counselling session, Aaron, what the hell is that prediction? What is that prediction?
Yeah, 1-1. What's going on?
Like, how dare you? Firstly, you thought Mike Cooper would concede a goal, you cheeky bastard. And you, Charlie, absolutely disgraceful.
Yeah, well, at least I predicted a win. Come on.
You did. That's why I'm not going in at you too much. Aaron, you predicted a draw.
It's open hunting season for the Doncaster.
Well, it sort of is when you're predicting my team to draw 1-1 against Wycombe Wanderers. I mean, Gillingham. I mean, Argyle took that personally. Well, actually, Luke Jepcott took that personally because he decided to smash in it.
You scored.
Well, you did. You also predicted our defence to concede, which is quite insulting.
I predicted that Gillingham would shithouse a draw, but on the occasion and everything going on, Plymouth were just up for it more than Gillingham, in my opinion. So I'm happy to admit when I'm wrong.
I don't even know how to respond to that because we were at home with 10,500 fans.
Oh, no, but I mean, everything that happened with the incident and everything just drove that team on to do it for the town.
Well, no, they were driven anyway. It just gave them a bit more, but disgraceful prediction, really disgraceful.
Very disgraceful.
I thought it would have been a very Gillingham thing to do, but fair enough, I'm wrong.
You ought to have a long hard think about what you did. Our midfield looks good. Bannon wing and
the other player that scored against Donny, Adnan.
Yeah, the former Everton youngster who actually did pretty well.
PAFC means Plymouth Argyle Football Club. Aaron would go support Man U, then Man U next game they'll end up losing. Sums up Aaron's luck.
Good.
No.
Good.
Can I time Indiana out? I'm tempted. Aaron, please don't support United.
I'm Doncaster through and through, no matter what happens at our football club.
Aaron, if you predict us to concede versus Cambridge, you're literally deluded.
Don't worry.
Derek. He won't be making that mistake again.
I'm not making that mistake. It's insanity if I do that.
Support Arsenal. Yep. Arsenal and Doncaster are the same.
I wouldn't touch Arsenal with a fucking barge.
Well, you're the same club.
Yeah, true.
Shut up, Kenny. Aaron is
We're
red.
both bottlers.
Yeah, well, you are certainly red. But no, look, great win. Luke Jepcott. And do you know what? I said this in my review last night on my channel. I'd be happier with a 1-0 88th minute winner than a 5-0 win. Don't ask me why. I think it's that relief and that, enjoyment right at the end of the game. And the best bit is, right, they won the counter-attack and Dan Scar just absolutely demolishes him. The attacker was on the floor. He's absolutely destroyed his thigh. He's like, the referee's like, Dan, he's like, nah, it's okay. I know I've got
I think in the summer we were concerned about how Dan Scar would do this.
Yeah, no, I also
he's been an absolute wrecking ball so far.
I said that on my preview for tomorrow's game. I was like, I've been so impressed with him, and I gave Dan gave the thumbs up to the referee, going, yeah, I've got a yellow card. But my team's also just got a win, so And
your team's gonna fucking rip me apart when we play each other.
Oh yes.
If we don't turn our form around before
guys, if you think
this might not even be there then either.
Wellens might not even be there. No, we'll just get Coppinger as a temporary manager.
If you think this show has been funny, if we beat Doncaster. Oh dear! This what could happen. Look at last season when Darren Moore walked. We got Butler in as temporary manager. If Wellens walks, we are probably going to have Coppinger as temporary manager because get this, Andy Butler is now the set piece coach at Peterborough United, where one of our former managers is Darren Ferguson. Fuck me, this is going backwards. But yeah, I mean. Look, at the end of the day, if we beat you, it genuinely made go back to the original EFL show, which is me and Charlie, because Aaron made genuinely the week off. He may genuinely he may walk. He may walk. He may be like, I'm done, boys. I'm done.
It's going to take a lot to get rid of me, but I'm way sort of getting to what I'd edge now.
Former Carlisle centre back Reece Bennett comes on for Gillingham, then they lose. Thanks Plymouth, glad you won. He can stay. He can continue playing Space Invaders now. Love it.
But it's funny who he come on for though. He come on for Maxima.
Yeah.
What a fraud.
Just got. Do you know what? Argyle are making everyone happy apart from Doncaster. I was at the game. The scenes were class.
So bad.
Keep quiet. So bad. Well, if you Aaron, I'll give you some help. Load up FIFA, put it on amateur, you'll win again. Just subscribe, looking for some more some good League One content. Absolutely. Nala, you done any shows on Leicester Premier League? Weekly review show, 9 p.m. Don't miss it. Then on here, 10 p.m. the Liverpool Grounded. I won't be there because I'm not a Liverpool fan, but I'll plug that for them as I'm nice. And Indiana pays me by commission. Yes, the weekly review show. What time, Kenny? Captain Nat, get involved in the panel. With the panel, your comments and opinions run the show. Absolutely. Indiana, they are another small club. Coming from a United fan. Miss It Wolf Weekly. Yeah. We are surrounded by them. Says a club that hasn't won a trophy in 4 years. UK time, Kenny? Yes, UK time. 9 p.m. UK time. Again, coming from, a team that hasn't won a trophy in 4 years. How was your Europa League final against Villarreal again? Yeah, I didn't. I didn't think so. Perfect. No response. Load up FIFA, put on amateur level. You'll win. I'll be worried if you don't win on that. Knowing Aaron and suck, he gets beat by a 1-0 winner. But we'll run through the others. I've actually missed stuff this week because we've got so much to do, and now my computer's frozen, which you just absolutely love to see. It is brilliant. I've no idea what's coming up next. So whilst you do that, now, how was your Europa League final? Well, to be frankly honest, Indiana, I'd rather not be in a Europa League final if I'm going to lose it anyway. So
on penalties as well.
On penalties as well. And David De Gea.
David De Gea, mate. What a penalty. What a blow.
To Unai Emery.
Good evening, lads.
Yeah, good evening, Indiana.
Good evening, Indiana. Good evening, Indiana and Mustafa.
Do you think to piss Indiana off, every time we do an EFL show, we'll just start with good evening?
Yeah.
We could do. Have
good
you
shout.
seen anything in the first 2 games to change your League One predictions? Yes, Doncaster much lower. But now it should be, there we go. Now it's a bit better. On to Burton, and they decided to beat Ipswich 2-1. Only Aaron actually, he got the result.
I told
but no, look, quite embarrassing for Ipswich, isn't it?
Oh,
yeah, but again, there is
no idea.
Again, though, it's all about. I mean, sorry to keep dragging it up, but it is all about gelling. But even then, I would expect them. I would expect Ipswich to win with the quality they've got. But fair enough to Burton, got a good home win.
Especially a Paul Cook in charge as well. Like, he's not that shit.
Yeah.
Well, I think there's cries from Ipswich fans already that Paul Cook should go from a few of them. So not looking good in the Ipswich camp at the moment.
Yeah, but it's the thing with all fans, isn't it? Though? Like even like our clubs and any club that starts off bad, you know, there will be shouts because.
Can I just say? Can I just say Argyle don't want Brian Lowe out? We're
but
what's
no,
that, Chris? Ipswich signed Tom Carroll. What?
Oh yeah,
they continue. Yeah.
Tom Carroll in League One. Jesus.
Burton Albion did really well in that game. I saw a lot of highlights. Hello.
Good evening, Indiana.
Good evening. Burton did really well in that
trophies.
game, and they had a wonderful game plan that they put towards Ipswich. So I think Burton deserved the win. I think Ipswich just went at the races, and they're just gelling together. So I think with the addition of Tom Carroll to that midfield, let's see how they gel together.
100%. Next up is Wigan, who beat Rotherham 1-0. So
I said they would win.
Charlie got this one right. A Rotherham fan who watches some of my content wasn't too impressed with it. But anyone shocked by this? I am a little bit. I thought Rotherham win.
The game was delayed a few minutes because of some reason. So they went straight to the commentary of this after my game finished on Radio Sheffield. And it was an interesting one for me. I think Wigan getting that late winner was. I mean, could you imagine the scenes in the stadium if you saw it? Jesus Christ!
No, mate, I absolutely couldn't. Considering Argyle also got a late winner. Yeah, absolutely. I've no idea what those limbs would have been like.
But Wigan. I think it was quite an even match at times, but I think Wigan did quite well to get the win in the end. It was just that one piece of quality in the final third that just broke it. So decent goal from Wigan, and they can take 3 good points from this. And Rotherham, let's see what they do. Because what's that now? I think that's a loss, and what they do in the first game, they obviously beat. Yeah. So,
try bantering me. You've lost 2 games in.
No. I'm not going to banter you. That's why I said they'll beat. That's why they beat. You know. So I think So I think 1 win out of 2 is it's mixed, but we'll see what happens with Rotherham. I think they'll still be up there.
Better than two losses out of 2, but sorry, I will stop one.
Yeah, sorry, Shrewsbury.
Yeah, it's a good win.
You're absolutely right. That is exactly who I was targeting. I didn't
want to think you were targeting it at me just in case.
Of course not. No, I'd never dream of doing that. But yeah, Charlie, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, obviously quite a tough game. Obviously hard to predict. But I mean, I watched some Rotherham vlogger, and by the looks of it, Rotherham should have won, but they couldn't finish their chances. But Wigan, again they've made a lot of really good signings. They'll be up there. Well, I think they will be anyway. I think they signed some quality players, and obviously it was I think it was 96th or 98th minute winner from ex-Man United striker Will Keane. So yeah, good win for them and a clean sheet.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%. Wigan, Rotherham, 2 of the favourites go up. Are we only allowed 700 for Shrewsbury now, mate? If so, that's shocking. They should allow at least 1,000. Well, I think 700 is initial allocation, and then if we need more, we can always ask for more. It's hardly like Shrewsbury. It's hardly like Shrewsbury are going to sell out, is it? So if we sell 700, we can just ring up their ticket office and go, "Oh, we've sold through our allocation. Any chance we can get a few hundred more?" And they'll give it. League 1 and League 2 are very flexible with ticket allocations. If you sell more, you can normally get more back, more to be sold, unless you've got like a Devon derby or a Dockyard derby or something like that. Are Rovers home this weekend? You are.
No, we're not. We're away to the mighty Exeter scum.
Oh god, you're...
And we are
okay.
away
So
from
so
Stanley.
two clubs are pretty fucked right now.
And we're away from home to a bogey team, and
Just
you're
feel
away
like
to
just-
Plymouth rivals.
Just feel like going out for a laugh, mate. Oh dear. But next,
You should have let me know on Saturday. You could have come and watched a lovely performance at home.
Well, on Saturday we're hosting Portsmouth.
you're
Unlucky.
fucked.
John Marquis.
John Marquis getting a hat trick in his return, for fuck's
Yeah,
sake.
he is.
Yeah.
He is. He's. I'm gonna predict 3-0 with John Marcus. If I predict John Marcus to get a hat trick, do I get 10 points for that? Yeah, I think I do.
Probably, I'll give you that just to be nice, just because we're in a terrible situation.
But it's okay. I run the point scoring thing. So if I want extra points, I'll give myself them.
Just to be ahead of me in the table.
Well, not quite. I mean, I've fallen behind a bit, but it's okay. We're only into game. We're only into match day 2. There's still 44 other match days to narrow that gap. But moving on, MK Dons lost 2-1 to Sunderland.
You got it right.
I got the whole thing right because I'm a fucking genius. But yeah, I mean, this one, Sunderland, they're not a bad team. They will bottle it if they get to the playoffs, of course, if you let Metley Johnson. But what's your thoughts on it?
I thought this was going to be one of the 0-0s, but I was wrong. I think MK Dons. I think I saw some posts from MK Dons fans that they needed some more work up front and needed to do some more work, more final third work. So I think with MK Dons, it's a blip. I don't see them, doing that badly. I think Liam Manning's just getting his feet under the table now as the manager of the club. So I expect Liam Manning to do better as the games go on. But yeah, Sunderland were overall overpowering. I'm quite concerned I'm quite interested that Sunderland quite high up with the amazing lack of business they've done. But they have kept the majority of the quality, so that might be a reason behind it. But 2 games gone, 6 points, 100% records. Let's see what happens. I mean, we can't see a 100% record, but well done, Sunderland.
He's doing it to himself now before I even get a chance.
I'm too embarrassed about my club. I'm doing it to my club.
This is just unacceptable. Dawson playing well for Exeter from a Wednesday fan.
Of course you're fucking here.
Hold
of
on.
course,
What? Hold on.
Glory.
He's a Wednesday. What the goal? What?
Oh,
because he conceded 3.
Yeah, Cameron Dawson on loan to Exeter from Sheffield Wednesday.
You're fucking joking me, right?
No.
We took that cunt at our goal before. Fucking cheeky bastard. Well, I suppose if he likes, I suppose if he likes personal torture, smelling a farmyard, that's absolutely fine by me. Believe it or not, I'm not even joking. St James's Park was genuinely built on a farmyard, so you may think I'm joking. I'm really fucking not. But yeah, that one there. On to League 2. We'll run through these. Actually, there's more League 1.
Look!
Do you know what?
You predicted this shit right.
Of course he did.
Go on to Google. Type in Sky Bet League 1. The rest of the results will be there for you. So on to this one. It finished 2-0 Stevenage. Aaron is now dancing.
Of course he got it right because he's only doing well in the predictions.
That's the only time we top the league.
But Charlie, you lost 2-0. What the hell happened, mate?
Just a shambles, poor start, and of course, I said in my video, one of the players I had on for an interview, Rovers legend Chris Lines, of course, played for Stevenage and he scored. Yeah, mate, it was crap. It was to be.
Did he celebrate? Did he celebrate?
No, he didn't celebrate. He would never do that. Proper legend. He wouldn't. Yeah. But it was just so crap. We didn't look like scoring it. I mean, it was that bad. The only time we looked like scoring was when their defender done some dodgy back pass clearance, and it nearly went in the top corner, and their keeper saved it. But crap, really crap. It was crap. First home league game with fans in it, and of course it was absolutely.
Even our mistakes aren't as bad as that.
Yeah, it was shite. Didn't look like scoring. Stevenage were hard to break down. Fair play to them. They've proper good away performance for them. And it was weird though because even though they had and this is the bad thing. I don't know what the hell's going wrong with Barton on the training ground. Like we were sat back against fucking Stevenage at home. It was
Oh
that
my
bad.
God.
I don't know what's going on. You know, him giving excuses and all that. But yeah, they deserved to win, and it was annoying as well because even though we were crap, I'd have took a point, and they didn't score till like the 88th minute.
Yeah.
And it was caused from another set piece, and then they scored again on the counter attack. But yeah, just crap, mate. Crap.
But Bristol Rovers don't look amazing right now. I think it's still,
you just
I think it's
hired-
still
have
got
you-
strikers
you just-
Says the one, mate. Says the one. We're both shit.
Hold on,
all right?
hold on. I can say that. I can say this. Have you just hired United set piece coach?
Who?
You said you conceded from a set piece. I just wonder if you had the United set piece coach.
Oh no, mate. That's just Rovers, mate. We always concede from
You've
set
got loads of
pieces.
striker injuries, though, to be fair. So the final third must be lacking because of the injuries.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
yeah, that's big.
Make
Yeah,
sure
go on.
to join the Discord. Make
Yeah.
sure to join the Discord. I
But
have
yeah.
not joined. I haven't joined the Discord yet. I probably do need to do
I am
that.
going to.
No,
Yeah, I've already
it's
joined it.
nice.
I've already joined it, but yeah, it was just like Aaron said. We have got a lot of injuries, but even then, you know, I'm not going to make excuses because we're the home team. We didn't look like scoring. That's just unacceptable, and it needs to change because
Yeah.
we're looking very crap at the moment. I mean, it is a rebuilding process, but even I said in my video, you can't make excuses. You know, we're
And
at
also
home.
Stevenage. I go
We've
to
got enough-
Stevenage because they were brilliant, and I could see
If-
them finishing a long way higher than I predicted. At the start of the season.
If I hear the word rebuild one more time, I'm going to punch whoever
Trust the
said it.
process.
Um,
Trust the process.
Yeah, I mean, you can,
No,
you
I
can
said
work with that.
rebuild. I said rebuild,
Yeah.
but there's no excuses. And yes, I got this one right.
If
Come
I
on.
switch that
You
round,
did.
Jesus Christ.
No, you cannot. But it did finish 2-1 to Carlisle, beating Swindon Town. Obviously, the Swindon that Aaron thinks are going to win the league, the unbeaten route. So, yes, finished 2-1 there. Good result for Carlisle. Was it a last-minute winner or? I don't know.
I'm not sure, but you know, fair play, good result. I thought, you know, to be fair, Swindon, you know, they lost, but you know, Carlisle, fair play, and there was quite a few. They brought quite a few fans, considering it is an absolute trek. But good win away from home for Carlisle, and I bet Chris is buzzing.
Yeah, I do have the details on that match, by the way. So in the 13th minute, Carlisle opened the scoring through Joe Riley. Then it was 1-1 in half an hour by Romany Critchlow Noble, assisted by Dion Conroy. And then just before half-time, with a couple of minutes to go, Tristan Abraham scored for Carlisle before the 97th minute. A Swindon player were down to 10 men with Kane Kessler, one of the stars of the lineup, getting sent off. So
Nice.
bit of salt into the wounds for Carlisle.
Chris said all goals came in the first half. Nice. On to
And Lewis
this
Reed
one.
had a shit performance. Lewis Reed had a shit
Exeter-
performance.
Exeter lost 3-0. And now I can't remember if Aaron said that.
Did I predicted that?
I don't know. I think I think I meant to put that the other way around, but I
How
probably get.
the hell did you get that right as well, Aaron? Fucking hell, 3-0.
Because Exeter are shit and Orient are going to be among the promotion favourites.
I may have given them the points for that. I can't actually honestly remember. I probably did. It was
I'll
quite
look back at that stream and I'll see that.
he's like,
He's gonna go watch it back and show you.
he's like, right, it was.
Don't just the Rovers.
Yes.
If we can't top the League One table, I want to top this fucking table for sure.
Oh fuck me, it means a lot. Extra shit though, aren't they? They're really in deep
I want
trouble.
to be right.
Yeah, I mean, fair play Orient. I mean, they look good. They got a few good youngsters as well. And like I said, to be fair, I know Exeter aren't the best, but I said like at the start of the season that Leyton Orient don't usually. Well, I said they wouldn't score a lot of goals or it would be hard to replace. But fair play, defense is looking good. I think the two defenders both scored as well, Happy and Beckles. But yeah, fair play. They're looking good. Got a good mix of youth and experience and a good manager. So good win.
And you know what? I want Leyton Orient to go up this year because if you think back when that pathetic excuse for an owner Becchetti joined the club, they were like a playoff game away from the championship, and then they went straight down to non-league because of their stupid owner. Then the new guys took over the whole thing with Justin Edinburgh, and now they could be in a position where they could be back up to League One. I want them to go back up to League One because they deserve it after the troubles they've been through over the last few years.
Do you reckon they'll replace you in League One?
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
No, why'd you have to backfire this on me? I just want them in League One. I think Orwich should be in League One anyway.
Chris says we were the better team first half, Swindon better team second half, but we held on to the scoreline, doesn't lie. No easy away games in the EFL. Always good to win away from home.
Every match is a cup final.
I thought it was close to game late and Orient game, but fair play, comfortable win. Exeter are well and truly finished club, says Mustafa. I completely agree. Next up, Mansfield. They beat Newport 2-1.
Got the win, right?
So congratulations.
I got the score right, and it was our ex player Ollie Clark that scored the winner as well.
I still got a point though for predicting the win.
We all got a point out of that, Aaron. So no one.
Nice.
Apart from Charlie.
Yeah, but surely if someone gets the score right, they should get more points now.
You do. You get 3 points for a score,
you get
right?
3.
3 points. Right.
Basically, if you get the right result, you get a point. If you get the right score, you get 3 points.
All right, fair enough.
So you get 3 points, and me and I'll get 1, which is 1 extra close to the top of the league. So it's fun for me.
Well, yes. But yeah, no, good game for them. I am rushing through this because we've got so much more to quickly do.
Yes!
This one, Rochdale finished 0-0 against Scunthorpe. Obviously, I didn't get that right, neither did Charlie, but Aaron did somehow magically predict that. So let's look at the table quickly. I am bottom with 8 points, but as I said, we're only into match day. We're only into match day 2. There's still another 44 match days to come up. Aaron is currently top. There's only a point now between Aaron and Charlie. So if I was him, I'd probably stop dancing now because Mr. Charlie is on his way.
This is where Bristol Rovers bottled the league title.
No, Aaron, it's same points. Everyone moves up. Charlie just gains 2 points. And there's the 2 points he gained on Aaron because he's gained the 2 points. If Aaron didn't predict that 0-0 right, Charlie would currently be top in the table.
Would, yeah.
So it's getting very, very close, but all up for grabs. As I said, there's another 44 match days to come.
Yeah, plenty of games.
I don't know how many points there are exactly. I could work it out.
Well, could you imagine it? Could you imagine if 14 is the points that I finish on in May? Could you imagine if it's the only points I get?
It's times 10.
My luck will be all over the place.
Right, so there's a potential 1,320 points up for grabs. So I really wouldn't be celebrating too much if I.
There's dancing like this, like he's won it already.
He's throwing those shapes around, mate. He's throwing shapes. But now let's do the predictions because, as I say, we have got games tomorrow. So we have actually got games. So we need to do prediction time. Now, Aaron, I don't think you're going to be so stupid, are you, this time, buddy?
No, I have a brain today.
That's good. Give me 1 second. I'm about as prepped as Manchester United are to win a league. So there we go. Right, I'll quickly say what I did. I've gone for a 2-0 win to Argyle. I said this in my preview on my channel. I think, look, Cambridge are a fairly, all right side, but to be fair, Argyle should have that sort of killer instinct. Also, if Cambridge do play at the 4-2-3-1, they're going to leave themselves very much isolated, either going forward or, any of that, because if they allow people to go up and support their striker, that then leaves our wing backs freed, which means you push up your fullbacks, and that means that we get even more space for our strikers. So I think this is going to be quite a difficult game for Cambridge. Indiana keeps saying that I'm on thinner ice, apparently. He would hate it if I mentioned Fred and McTominay, wouldn't he? But yeah,
anyway.
Yeah, they are ballers. You are absolutely right there, mate. You are absolutely right. So I've gone for a 2-0 win to Argyle. What about you, Aaron? What about you? I'm waiting patiently.
Well, I have a brain, so Cambridge will not score a goal.
Good lad.
I'm going to go with a 3-0 Plymouth win.
Nice.
And also Indiana, Fred and McTominay are energy merchants. But yeah, 3-0 Plymouth.
No, they're not. They're fucking ballers. Don't be disrespectful. Charlie, what about you? What are you going for
Argyle,
Cambridge?
Place on the show. There goes my place on the show.
Yeah, I've gone for the same as you now, 2-0.
2-0. Is everyone thinking it's going to be a clean sheet for Argyle?
Cristiano Ronaldo to PSG.
What?
Nice, cool. I didn't realise.
Messi and Ronaldo at the same club.
I didn't realize that was EFL content. But on to the next game, because as I said, we have got loads of shit to do. Well, I have a brain. I wouldn't take that though. No, he's saying he has a brain because he may have really fucked up last time. No one can see that, and I don't really care too much. Oh, they're not.
Yeah, Ronaldo's shit anyway.
Yeah. Charlie's just lost his spot. But yeah, it's because he predicted our goal to concede, so he didn't want to lose it.
I didn't want to make a mistake. That's insanity.
Yeah. I can see that happening. PSG will sign him next season, though. Accrington, Stanley, 6, Doncaster Rovers.
That's a bit harsh, Kenny.
So I think
funny if you had the same prediction as us. We lost 6-1 to them last year away.
Yeah, so, Bolton lost 7-1.
So I am going to go for a 2-0 Accrington win. Obviously, you're gonna.
I can't even go against these predictions anymore unless we get our shit together.
Crikey, is he about to predict his team to lose for the first time? That would be a statement.
In my life,
that would be absolutely.
What did you say, Aaron? What did you say?
I'm seriously considering our team's going to lose.
So I'm going to say 2-0 before we go to Aaron to see what they're
inevitable. Here we go.
Yeah, prolonging. See what he actually does. I want him to sort of stew on it a little bit. Charlie, what are you going for?
Well, with the Colby Bishop and Dion Charles up front, mate, and Accrington, they even Rotherham in midweek in the cup, and they got another win against Cambridge. I'm gonna say 3-0 Accrington.
Oh, brutal.
Sorry to Aaron and all those Doncaster fans that are out there.
Doncaster lost their derby. I'm dead.
Doncaster, for fuck's sake.
No CR7 slander.
I'm joking. Don't worry. He's my favourite player.
Doncaster 1-0. I hope you're not predicting them to win 1-0. That would be a statement. But Aaron, it comes to you. How do you see your game against Accrington Stanley going?
You know what? Thinking about, I just see. I have this weird prediction. I have this weird thing that we're going to lose, but I really, as much as I want to be realistic, I don't want to predict my team to lose ever. So I'm going to go.
He's bottling it. Final minute.
I'm going to go for a scrappy 1-0 win for Rovers.
He's just bottled it.
I can't. He's
just absolutely bottled it. He's just absolutely bottled it. Aaron has literally just headed the ball into his own net right now.
I'm going to headbutt this fucking laptop.
That's brilliant.
He's proper loving it.
He's loving it.
He's loving it. Craving in this shit.
Burton, Albion, Sunderland. I thought we'd cover Burton again because I quite like them.
Yeah.
Well, I don't. I was in such a rush that I thought I would use some of the same stadiums I had. So here's Burton, Albion. They're at home to Sunderland. How do you see us going, Charlie?
Even though Burton are a decent team and they're pretty hard to beat, I think Sunderland will keep up the winning form. I'm going to say another 2-1 win to Sunderland. It will be a tough game, though.
Okay. What about you, Aaron?
I'm going to go 2-1, but I'm going to go for a Burton win. I think Burton will just scrape it, in my opinion. I think it'll be a tough game, like Charlie said, but I think Burton will have that extra quality ahead of Sunderland. I think they'll slip up this time.
Yeah, I think it'll be 2-1 Sunderland. I'm sticking with
Charlie
on that.
Let's see if the prediction goes my way.
I doubt it.
Excuse me, I've got 2 or 3 right in consecutive weeks, so I've got a bit of a streak going here like the Undertaker.
Mate, so have I, all right? Keep it down.
I've got an Undertaker streak going on round here. Just hoping it's ended by Brock Lesnar.
This week, Charlie had, okay, yeah, you both had 3 right this week, but Charlie got one more result. He got one more. He got one more result right than you. So you know, I won't be too rude to him just yet. Button's bad is joke. Worst thing I've ever seen. Belongs to a 50s pub. When I first knew Aaron, he was talking about promotion. Now he's getting depressed about the relegation battle. We love to see it. We do, and we try to.
But he also thinks Donny will get to the Premier League soon.
But bringing up the Robbie Savage again.
The thing is, we tried to warn Aaron but he wouldn't.
Yeah, we tried to tell him. We did
We-
tell him.
Me and Charlie
fair.
did the Good Samaritan's job, and he didn't want to.
Yeah. Also, he said right. Also, Aaron said that Donny will finish 7th, and now he's bringing out the excuses saying because they've lost 2 in a row. Oh, it's a rebuild. It's trust the process.
Well, Robbie Savage and Chris Sutton praised my optimism and my backing of my football club. So if I'd like to be optimistic,
Yeah, but
about
Robbie
my club,
Savage
then-
called you deluded though, so you can't say that.
no, that wasn't Robbie
Brilliant.
Savage. That was Chris Sutton.
Well,
That's even worse, mate. Chris
Let
Sutton.
me just write. I need to
He was
write.
being brutal. He was being honest and brutal.
Right,
Chris Sutton.
so I need to write Chris Sutton down for a Christmas card this year. Cool.
I'm going to put Robbie
Excellent.
Savage down as well.
No. Did he call you
He
deluded?
did say we won't go up to the Premier League, but he said Wellens will do a good job.
Oh, absolutely. Well, okay. So I cross Robbie
Yeah, he was only
Savage
taking
off.
a mick. He was only taking a mick.
Right. So Robbie Savage equals cunt. Okay. Cool. So we're just sorting this
Indiana,
out.
go and look on his channel. It's on his channel. It's on Aaron's channel.
I've put the audio of the. If anyone wants it, I'll put the audio of my chat with Robbie Savage and Chris Sutton from BBC Radio 5 Live yesterday on Forever Football DRFC. So go and
Yeah,
check
it's on
that
there.
out.
Go and have a listen.
Nice. So MK Dons.
Big up to
Charlton.
Robbie and Chris. Big up to Robbie and Chris.
I am going for a Charlton win, but I'm going to say it's going to be 1-0 to Charlton. Aaron, what about you?
I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. Charlton looks sloppy. MK Dons need a bit of final third work. I think it'll be an equal share of the points.
Nice. And what about you, Charlie?
It's a tough game to predict.
It is.
Both teams are sort of like inconsistent-ish. Yeah, shit. You could say shit. No,
You say inconsistent, I say shit.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm gonna say I'm gonna go with Aaron. I'm gonna say 1-1.
1-1.
Nice. We agree for once.
Nice. Now
There's a
on to
time
the
for
last one,
everything.
which is actually Portsmouth versus Shrewsbury. And
Weekend
don't forget,
opponent.
guys, put yours in the comments as well. Chris saying MK Dons 2, Charlton 2. Kenny saying MK Dons 0, Charlton 3. So it is Portsmouth versus Shrewsbury. Now, the thing is, Shrewsbury are quite shit. So I'm just gonna chuck it out there now and say 3-0 Pompey. Aaron?
Our opponents at the weekend, Pompey.
Oh, you're even more fucked.
Yeah, you're even more in the mud. Accrington, then Pompey.
But then look at what happens. But look what happens next week. On Tuesday, we've got a Carabao Cup tie away at Stoke, and then we're away at Rotherham on the next Saturday.
Oh
Even
my god!
better.
Even more in the mud.
This could be a slapping month. No points potentially in the first 4 games of the season. I mean, fuck my life. No, 5 games. Sorry, 5 games, no points. I think this particular one is going to be just a showcase of how good Portsmouth are. Shrewsbury just don't give me any confidence. I'm going to go 2-0 Portsmouth, just a little bit less. I think it's going to be the same result as Crewe.
Indiana, you need to get me more clips of people laughing, please. Thank you. We need clips added into the. We need to add in lots of clips where I can just take the piss out of Aaron with stuff he says. But Aaron, what we got 3-0 Chris saying Pompey to win 3-0. Shrewsbury scrape a 2-1 win over Pompey, and Indiana saying 2-0. So what did you go for, Aaron?
I went for 2-0. I went for the same result as the Crewe game.
Okay.
I think Portsmouth will play it like a 5-0 win, but it'll be a 2-0 win.
Okay. And Charlie?
I think, Shrewsbury in the mud, they can't even beat Morecambe, struggling. And I think Pompey will keep another clean sheet. I'm going to go 2-0 as well.
2-0. So everyone's
who's Morecambe playing tomorrow?
I didn't put them in. On to League 2.
You should know, you support them.
On to League 2, we have got Bristol
We've got
Rovers.
Sheffield Wednesday at home, look. God.
You've got
Sheffield Wednesday.
Bristol Rovers versus Oldham. Charlie, I'll let you go first on this one.
Oh, fuck. Well, to be honest with you, I wouldn't be surprised if we lost again. Even the Oldham are poor as well.
No.
Surely we have to win, man. Fucking hell.
You think so?
God. I'm going to say... I don't know. I'm going to say 2-0 Rovers. Being confident, but I
Interesting.
don't know, man.
2-0. I'm going to say you're going to lose 1-0, I'm afraid.
Fuck that, mate. Not again.
But I'm going to be fair and say 1-0.
Flipping Oldham.
Morecambe play Rotherham.
Yeah,
Liam says 2-1 Oldham. Kenny says 2-0 Rovers. Indiana says 5-0 loss for Rovers.
Fuck off, Indiana.
Chris says 1-0 win for Bristol Rovers. Aaron, what about you?
Yeah, first of all, I just saw that Morecambe will play Rotherham. I was like, fucking hell, that's going to be the biggest test their season.
They're going to beat Rotherham.
I think they might, to be fair. I'm thinking 1-0 Morecambe. I think with this
thinking
one,
we're not predicting that game.
I think this could actually end up being a 0-0 draw.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Bristol can't score. Oldham are shit.
Stop saying Bristol, man.
Sorry, no, I'll say Bristol Rovers when you start winning games for once.
Nah, man.
Okay, so I'm
have to be like 2 months away. Jesus.
I'm gonna call Doncaster Sheffield. Barrow are playing Exeter City. What a stadium they've got to go to on a Tuesday night.
Mate,
What a stadium.
I am buzzing to do this absolute trek.
I can see why. I mean, the stands look brilliant. I mean, what's not to love? But guys, Barrow versus Exeter. Fuck my life. How good have Barrow been? Where are Barrow in the league? What have they been doing?
Well, I've got the official
They got a
standings
3-2 win against Hartlepool and they lost 1-0 away to Stevenage.
Yeah, they're 11th place with no goal difference on 3 points.
I'm going to put them down for a 1-0 win then. So I'm going to say Barrow to win 1-0. Aaron, what about you?
Well, Exeter are a point outside the relegation zone, so I'm going to go with a 1-0 Barrow Victoria.
Oh, he's copying me. What a bastard.
I need the points, Niall. I need the points.
What about you, Charlie?
It's a tough one. Exeter lost 3-0 at the weekend. But I think they'll win. I think they'll win just to get some confidence before they play us. They'll probably beat us as well. I'm going to say there'll be goals 2-1 Exeter. I think Barrow will score because they're on some good form, but I think Exeter they have a, even though Barrow have done all right. I think Exeter, I think they do have a better squad, and I think they'll win 2-1.
So Liam says 3-0 Barrow. Kenny says Barrow to win 2-0. Chris says Barrow to win 3-2. Goal fest for me. Both teams defensively awful. Indiana says I've played in better stadiums than that. Liam is absolutely fucking raging, and Indiana says 2-1 Exeter win.
Yes, he's agreed with me. Come on, Indiana.
Be careful, Indiana. Liam is in the chat.
Predictions can backfire.
He'll show no mercy. Trust me, he'll show you. He'll show you zero mercy.
Liam's shown me no mercy for the past 18 years.
Liam will just literally call you a melt.
Exactly.
But not Doncaster. You wish you were Bradford.
Maybe you wish you had a stadium like that.
Oh, fuck off.
But Bradford are facing Stevenage. Derek Adams, Tricky Bantams. I'm going to say they'll win 2-0. 2-0 win for Bradford, I think. What about you, Aaron?
I'm going to go... You know what? I'm going to go with a 2-1 Stevenage win. I'm backing the away team here.
As you would. What about you, Charlie? What about you?
I'm not a Stevenage fan.
I don't know.
He is a Stevenage fan.
Fuck off.
I think it will be a close game. I think Stevenage aren't mugs. They don't usually, even when they lose, they don't usually get battered. And it will be a tough game. I'm going to go for the same scoreline that Bradford had on the weekend, 2-1 Bradford.
2-1 Bradford. Fair and interesting shout. Now, there's not many clubs in League Two, so there is, but they're just quite shit. So we've gone for Swindon versus Tramier as our next game. Charlie, what are you going for that?
I don't know. Tramier. I think Tramier. I'm going to say 2-1 Tramier.
Fair shout.
Yeah.
What about you, Aaron?
See, it's an interesting one. I'm gonna go with a 1-1 draw, and the reason why I'm going with a 1-1 draw is because I think Swindon's got the availability to score.
Swindon.
Despite the injury. Swindon.
Up the mighty Swindon. Up the mighty Swindon.
I think that Swindon's got the ability to score, and I think Tranmere could cancel them out, and it'll be a very end-to-end affair for the rest of the match. So I'm going to go 1-1 between Tranmere and Swindon. 7 points to Swindon and 1 point to Gryffindor.
I'm going to go for Tramier to win 2-1.
Should we get that picture on a t-shirt? 7 points to Swindon, 1 point to Gryffindor.
No. I don't know. You have to. Okay. Boss says no. Some more predictions on there. Bradford 3, Stevenage 0, says Chris. Kenny says 4-3. No, in fact, fuck that. Bradford win 4-4 draw. Kenny then says Tramier to win 4-0. Liam says 2-0 Tramier. Chris says 2-0 Swindon. But our last game is Port Vale versus Carlisle.
Port Vale are on the predictions as well, I think.
This is the first time that they have been put up for predictions.
Yeah. Have we got some first-time teams, or is it literally for Port Vale's?
Accrington is a first-time team.
Obviously, it's against us.
Yeah, obviously. Pompey, first time they've been up for prediction.
Shrewsbury, I don't think so.
Yep, Shrewsbury. We've definitely done Shrewsbury before.
Yeah.
And the rest of them, this is the first League Two one though. Barrow were first up for predictions.
Yeah.
Now. So we've done a few new ones. We will as the season goes, we'll keep freshening it up.
I mean, me and Niall are playing the games anyway. I mean, me and Niall teams are playing each team anyway, so each team's going to get at least one mention or two.
So they'll get four.
I definitely agree with Indiana with that comment. Doncaster, that is a great shot.
That's going on a t-shirt, definitely, and I'm just going to wrap it up.
I will buy that.
Same.
I'll buy it. Aaron, even if it's against me, I'll buy it.
Yeah, Aaron has to wear it to every single game.
If our ownership doesn't, if there's evidence that our ownership's not good enough, then I'll probably wear that to a protest or something.
No, you got to wear it anyway.
Yeah, interesting one. But on to Port Vale Carlisle. What are we all going for? We'll start with you, Charlie.
I think it'll be a tough game. Carlisle just won. Obviously, Port Vale had a good point at home against Tramier. It's a tough one. I'm going to say 1-1. No, actually, no. Sorry, 2-1 Port Vale. Sorry to Chris, but I think they'll get their first win of the season. I don't think Port Vale have won yet.
What about you, Donny James?
Yeah, like Charlie said, Port Vale haven't got a win yet. They got a point on the board. Carlisle got 4, I believe. So it's going to be interesting. I'm going to go with a 1-0 Port Vale win. I think again it'll be a tough one, but I think there'll be 1 goal in this one.
Fair enough. So you said 1-0 to who?
Port Vale.
Okay, and I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. That is that. So that is prediction day. We'll be back on Thursday to review these games before giving more predictions for Saturday. We've got a lot of.
These are going to be packed shows. These are going to be packed shows. Get your popcorns, get your Coke.
Very, very entertaining shows as well.
Yeah. Get your popcorn, get your Coke.
And the fact that we've managed to cover 20 matches in 1 hour and 20 minutes is quite
remarkable. Transfer news.
Plus that, yes. So quite remarkable.
And the average 20 minutes bantering me. So
yes.
Yeah. Plus Donny James raging.
For about 5 minutes.
Can't forget Donny James raging. But
5 minutes raged for half of the show.
Well, if I put the fucking laptop.
You did nearly headbutt the laptop. But yeah, we'll be back. I don't blame you going for Port Vale there. Good team, good manager too.
Yeah.
Indiana says, great show, apart from Aaron. Well done.
He great
just said...
show, guys. I can read you like a book.
Should Donny James be on any T-shirt? No, but Doncaster should.
I mean, if you think it's a great creative decision, Indiana, you go for it.
Oh yeah, of course you did.
I'd like to see my face on a T-shirt. That'd be nice.
Oh God, no! If you're on about his face, absolutely not. If you're on about his face, absolutely not. That's horrific. Who would think of that?
3 separate T-shirts: one with Niall's face on the front, one with Charlie's on the front, and one with
God,
my
who the
face.
hell would want my face on their T-shirt?
Fans
not my face. You
you
can get my channel on a T-shirt, but not my face. Jesus.
Yeah, you can have my channel on a T-shirt, but you ain't having my face. No one would want my face on a T-shirt. No one would buy it. But we are going to be back on Thursday. Indiana says, "How many would you buy, Aaron, of your own face?"
He would buy loads. If you stick them up in his bedroom.
No, I'm not going to photo frame the whole thing.
Why not?
I've got too much stuff on my walls.
It's filled with naked ladies.
No, it's filled with. It's filled with merchandise.
There's one naked lady. There's another naked lady.
Wellens.
Darren Moore's on his ceiling.
No,
he has a white. He's got Darren Moore on the ceiling, so he can have wank to him.
No. I've got merchandise on one side, Route 66 on the other side, a green screen behind me, and a Taekwondo frame in front of me. So I've got no room.
Aaron will buy them as Xmas presents for his family and friends.
You can just send them out in the post.
Hello, mother. Here is a T-shirt of my face.
Doncaster, you better start winning. I can't take the bean pants anymore.
When is any of us viewers allowed to come on and give match day predictions now, mate? When we haven't got 20 games to go through, mate. When we haven't got 20 games to go through, we'll get viewers on.
It'll be rare, but we'll get some. We'll do a might do like a mid-season show. Maybe we'll have a call in mid-season show to sort of discuss their team's progress halfway through.
Yeah, I mean we got lots of ideas, but look, obviously when we've got 20 games covering one stream and it drags on, it does get a bit. But we are going to get people coming on very soon. Saturday or next Monday. I don't know if there are games next week. Fuck knows.
No, not Monday because Tuesday we've got Carabao Cup against Stoke.
That's fine. We don't do Carabao Cup predictions, do we? So we might be able to get
we're out of it anyway. So fuck the Carabao Cup.
Yeah, we'll get people on next Monday then, and all of that. So that'll be.
Who you got in the Carabao Cup now?
Swansea.
Oh,
Ethan Laird, mate. Ethan Laird's going to run riot.
Mate, we've got our cold night in Stoke. So let's see how that goes.
You'll lose.
Unlucky. It'd be a very cold night for Donny fans.
We can barely scrape through fucking Walsall.
We are going to wrap up there because I need to go cook bacon.
I need to relax after being
I know why you need to relax. It's okay. Up next for me is the weekly review show. I think Arsenal won at the weekend, so I'm sure I won't get ready to banter them. I think they won, didn't they?
Yeah, they won 2-0.
I think
they won 2-0. They kept a clean sheet.
There's no way Arsenal lose to Brentford. Absolutely no way that's possible.
Surely not.
Of course not.
No, surely not.
Massive club against newly promoted team. Nah, never.
Even we never lost against Brentford. We beat them.
That would be.
Yeah, no, we beat Brentford. We beat Brentford 3-2 at Griffin Park in 2011, and I was there.
Yeah. I mean, we got that last-minute goal in 2013, which sent us to the championship ahead of Brentford, and then they lost it finally against Yeovil, for God's sake.
Of course you lost to bloody...
Yeovil.
We won 1-0, and then Brentford lost the power final to Yeovil when we put them to automatic promotion with Bournemouth.
Little cheeky Yeovil.
We beat Bournemouth for the title as well.
Little cheeky Yeovil. But we'll be back on Thursday for more fun and games.
And banter by me.
Possibly. It depends on how your team do. If your team start performing well, you'll get less banter. It works.
Yeah,
really,
so
really simple.
Donny, do not fuck this up this week.
They will. But before you go, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well. Check out Grounded Football at 10 p.m. You can find me on Twitter, Null_PAFC, and on YouTube at Let's Talk Premier League, weekly review show, 9 p.m. Do not miss it. It's a great one. First day back as well, or first week back, shall I say. Aaron, where can they find you apart from crying or in a counselling session?
Well, I've just been mentioning Charlie's story, so that's something.
And Niall has. Don't forget Niall.
Yeah, Niall as well. Yeah, you can
If
find.
if this is a picture of you naked, Aaron, I'm going to be fuming.
No, it's a screenshot of the stream. Don't worry.
That's all right then.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Aaron_Challoner. Do not send hate my way. I'm a positive person. I don't need this in my life.
Very positive. Just to point out,
he's already got me in. He's already got me in, Charlie. Jesus, you can't have more.
Yeah. Instagram at Aaron Challoner Official. Snapchat Kosher_Chal19. TikTok at Aaron Challoner. I'm trying to get good on that. YouTube, Forever Football DRFC. We've got my match day review from Sheffield Wednesday up there. Got the interview with Robbie Savage and Chris Sutton up there now as well. We've also got my preview coming up tonight for Accrington Stanley. Exactly. That should be an interesting one. Let's see if I predict a loss or not. And yeah, let's see what happens on Tuesday. Let's go a day where we don't fuck it up big time. Let's take some positives out of this game. Let's go on to Saturday. Let's not get completely whacked into the ground by Pompey and Danny Cowley, the manager that we should have got when Darren Moore left. And let's just try and go for it. Let's just try and redeem something. Let's try and get at least 1 point on the board this month. If not, I'm going to be fucking raging. But let's just see what happens. Rovers till I die. Keep living the coast of life. I'm going to go crawl into my hole and cry for the next couple of days.
Where can they find you, Charlie?
Oh,
yeah. There you go. There's his wallpaper there.
That's my band.
But yeah, you can find me on my channel, One Rovers Vlogs, on the road to 3K. Twitter at the same, One Rovers Vlogs. And if you want to banter us or, watch me raging on, Instagram or YouTube, Insta is Charlie_Hayne96. But make sure to subscribe, like this stream as well, and turn on notifications, and subscribe, of course, to the First XI.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, I am nearly 40 subscribers away from 1,000.
If anyone knows of any Sheffield Wednesday fans that would like to come on and personally banter a Doncaster fan, let me know and we'll get them sorted. Smith, just to quickly finalise, Smithy says, Charles, why Donny James?
Because Terry from the Football Terrorist thinks I look a little bit like Daniel James. And of course, because I'm a Donny fan, he gave me the nickname Donny James, and it's stuck with me for the last 12 months, I guess.
Shut up, Indiana. Fucking 3,000 BA.
I forgot to mention, I'm nearly 40 subscribers away from the big 1,000.
So
like a year and a bit into the
So you've got every Doncaster fan liking and subscribed to you.
Yeah, they haven't even got 1,000 yet.
Well, I think now, to be fair, we used to field 800 to 1,000 fans in away games. Now we can barely fit 500. So it's more than away fans. It's more than away fans.
Sad to be a small club, but look, we're going back out of there. A big thanks to you were not. A big thanks to everyone watching. We'll be back on Thursday, but until then, guys, I need to go cook some bacon. So peace out and have a good one. Bye bye.
Rovers.